Did you know most people underestimate their monthly subscription spending by more than double? It's a surprising truth that sneaks up on almost everyone, no matter how careful you think you are with your money. The numbers can be shocking, and yet they're often hiding in plain sight, buried in statements and overlooked charges. You might think it's $80, but it's often closer to $200. That's a huge gap, one that can quietly drain your finances month after month. It's not just a matter of a few forgotten services, it's a pattern that repeats itself in households everywhere. This isn't just a budgeting mistake, it's by design. The system is built to be invisible, to blend into the background of your life, so you don't notice the slow leak. Companies want you to forget. They rely on your inattention, on the hope that you'll overlook the small, recurring charges that add up over time. They want you to set it and forget it. The auto-renew button is their best friend, and your worst enemy if you're not paying attention. In this essay, we'll explore the hidden world of subscriptions, how they're built, why they're so effective, and how you can take back control. We'll pull back the curtain on the strategies that keep you subscribed, often without a second thought. This isn't about blaming companies, but understanding the system. When you see how the game is played, you can finally play to win. Subscriptions are woven into our daily lives. Music, news, workouts, movies, even groceries. They're everywhere, shaping our routines and habits, often in ways we don't even realize. They offer convenience, but at a price we rarely notice. The ease of access, the promise of endless content or services, all come with a hidden cost that's easy to ignore. Understanding subscriptions is like learning the rules of a game you're already playing. The pieces are already on the board, and the moves are being made, sometimes without your knowledge. If you don't know the rules, you can't win. You'll keep playing, but the odds are stacked against you. But when you see the design, you spot the choices, when to say yes and when to say no. Suddenly you're not just a player, but a strategist. This knowledge empowers you to make conscious decisions, not passive ones. Subscriptions aren't evil, they're efficient. They're a tool, and like any tool, their impact depends on how you use them. They solve a business problem, predictable revenue. For companies, it's a dream. Steady income, month after month, with less uncertainty and more stability. Instead of chasing new customers, companies just keep the ones they have. Retention becomes the name of the game, and every feature is designed to keep you coming back. This changes everything about how products are designed and sold. The focus shifts from one-time sales to ongoing relationships, from transactions to experiences. The goal isn't a single transaction, but a long-term relationship. Companies want to become a part of your life, not just a line on your credit card statement. And like any relationship, it has its own psychology and hidden currents. There are emotions, habits, and even a sense of loyalty at play, sometimes making it hard to walk away, even when you should. The real question: are you in control or just along for the ride? Are you steering your financial future or letting it drift on autopilot? Let's find out together, because once you see the invisible cages, you can finally choose to step outside them. End scene. When you first see a subscription, it's all about the perks. Free trials, low intro prices, instant access. The marketing is designed to make you feel like you're getting something special, something exclusive, just for you. The colors are bright, the promises are bold, and the call to action is clear. Sign up now. Don't miss out. The sign up is frictionless. Just a few clicks and you're in. No paperwork, no waiting, no hassle. It feels almost effortless, like opening a door to a new world of possibilities. The benefits are front and center. Freedom, access, convenience. You can watch, read, or use whatever you want, whenever you want. It feels empowering, like you're in control of your own experience. Cancel any time makes you feel safe and in control. It's a safety net, a promise that you're not locked in, that you can walk away whenever you choose. You think, I'll just try it, and cancel if I don't like it. It seems like a risk-free decision. A small experiment with no real downside. But here's the catch. Companies profit not just from active users, but from those who forget. The real money comes from the people who sign up and then let it slip their mind. Many sign up, use it for a week, then forget, while the monthly charge quietly continues. It's easy to overlook a small charge, especially when life gets busy. Gyms have done this for decades, selling more memberships than they can handle. Knowing most people stop going, but keep paying. It's a business model built on good intentions and forgotten commitments. The digital world has perfected this. The cost of an extra subscriber is almost zero, so every forgotten subscription is pure profit. There's no limit to how many people can be billed, even if they never use the service again. The shiny surface hides this economic reality. What looks like a win-win is often a carefully crafted system designed to keep you paying. Subscriptions are designed to be easy to start, hard to remember, and even harder to leave behind. The cancel button is hidden, the reminders are subtle, and the hope is that you'll just let it ride. That's the real business model, one that thrives on convenience, forgetfulness, and the illusion of control. End scene. Beneath the surface, the real engine is automatic renewal. It's a system designed to work quietly in the background, so you rarely think about it after that first click. The moment you subscribe, a clock starts ticking, one you're not meant to notice. You're not just signing up for a month. You're agreeing to be billed until you actively cancel. The terms are buried in fine print, and the default is always to keep you enrolled, month after month, year after year. Inertia is powerful. It's easier to do nothing than something. Life gets busy, and that tiny task of canceling slips down your to-do list, often forgotten for months. Companies design cancellation to be a hassle, hidden menus, multiple steps. Are you sure? Pop-ups, and last-minute discounts. Every obstacle is intentional, hoping you'll give up before finishing. This is called retention flow, friction meant to keep you subscribed. The more effort it takes, the more likely you are to stay, even if you don't want to. The price is part of the trick. $9.99 feels insignificant, so it slips under your radar. It's just low enough to ignore, but multiplied across millions of users, it's a goldmine. 10 small subscriptions can quietly drain around $200 a year. It's death by 1,000 cuts, each one tiny, but together they add up fast. The charges are tiny, almost invisible drops, harder to notice than a big leak. They blend into the background noise of your finances, rarely triggering alarm. Even reminders can be subtle or easy to miss, and by the time you notice, another cycle has passed and another payment is gone. Then there's data. Every use feeds the system, making recommendations more personalized and the service harder to leave. The more you interact, the more it learns, and the more essential it feels. The longer you stay, the more the service feels tailored to you. A sticky loop that's tough to break. It becomes part of your daily routine, almost invisible, but always present. Subscriptions are engineered to be invisible, automatic, and addictive. They're woven into the fabric of modern life, so seamless, you barely notice until you try to leave. End scene. Subscriptions tap into our psychology. Loss aversion makes us hate losing access to playlists, watch history, or recommendations. We'd rather pay a small fee than feel that loss. FOMO keeps us subscribed. No one wants to miss the show everyone's talking about. Companies market exclusive content as cultural events, making the subscription your ticket in. Subscriptions also create habits. You open the app, get a new song or show, and your brain loves the surprise. This variable reward is the same mechanism behind slot machines. The more you use a service, the more you invest. Time, effort, playlists, notes. Leaving means losing that investment, which becomes a psychological barrier. The service isn't just a utility. It's a personal archive you feel compelled to protect. That's why we stay, even when we know we shouldn't. End scene. Let's look at some examples. Software used to be a one-time purchase. Now, it's a monthly fee, cheaper at first, but after 2 years, you've paid more and own nothing. Stop paying and you lose access instantly. Meal kit services hook you with a free trial. You forget to cancel, get charged, and soon you're paying for boxes you don't use, out of guilt or inertia. Not all subscriptions are equal though. A news subscription to an independent outlet is different. You're supporting journalism, not just buying content. Here, the value is in the mission, not just the product. The model is the same, but your motivation is different. Active support, not passive consumption. End scene. 15 lines. 12. Who wins in the subscription economy? Companies, for sure. They get predictable, recurring revenue and higher customer value. Investors love this model, which is why so many businesses are racing to adopt it. But organized, intentional users can win too. If you use a service often, it's a good deal. A family that streams movies or a designer who needs constant software updates gets real value. The problem is, the passive majority. People with forgotten subscriptions, slightly overpaying for things they barely use. Their inattention and inertia are being monetized. The biggest losers. Disorganized or financially stretched consumers. For them, a few forgotten subscriptions can mean real financial stress. Plus, the shift from ownership to renting means you're left with nothing when you stop paying. Subscriptions are a quiet tax on inattention. End scene. So, what can you do? Start with a subscription audit. Check your bank and credit card statements for the last 3 months. List every recurring charge and its cost. You'll be surprised. For each, ask, do I use this regularly? Does it bring real value? Would I pay for it today? If not, put it on your cancel list. Set aside an hour to cancel them. Yes, it's annoying, but it's worth it. Every canceled $10 subscription saves you $120 a year. Next, build a system for the future. Use calendar reminders for free trials, so you decide to continue or cancel. Try budget apps that track subscriptions and show you recurring costs. The goal: make the invisible visible, and force yourself to make conscious choices. Turn the subscription model's logic back on itself. End scene. To master subscriptions, remember 3 lessons. First, make the invisible visible. Track your spending and audit regularly. Second, friction can help you. Don't save your card for one-click signups. Make it harder to subscribe. Third, choose ownership over rent. Prioritize subscriptions that provide real, ongoing value. Don't pay for passive access. Pay for what truly matters. End of scene. Swap mind. 10 lines. 9. The subscription economy is here to stay. These systems aren't bad, they're just systems, designed with psychology in mind. Now you know the rules, you can make them work for you. The power is in your hands. So which subscription brings you the most value? And which will you cancel this week? End scene.